So you might have a lot of data in your spreadsheets, and there's a couple of different ways you can actually take that data and move it around. I'd say copy and paste or cut paste is the most obvious, but there's a few other ways to do it as well. So let's take a look at what that would look like. I've got a spreadsheet here, and I've got a bunch of data and information. And if I decide that, you know what, I needed this information, or even the whole row, I'll go ahead and take all of that information, and I wanted to move it somewhere else. I can right click and choose copy or cut. I can come up to my edit menu and use copy or cut, and it actually shows you right here on the menu what the shortcuts would be. I could use Control C or Control X. So if I want to get it out of there, I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And then it doesn't do anything yet except show me these little dotted lines around it until I place it somewhere else. So I'm going to click here, and I'll use the right click option this time and choose paste. I'm just going to paste all that information over there and remove it or cut it from this first location. Now the other thing I can do that not a lot of people have used is the option to just drag this stuff somewhere else. So when I come to all of this information here, I can actually move my mouse to the upper edge of that cell, and it has to be the top. Down at the bottom doesn't ever really give you that. Oh, there it is, that hand, and I can drag it around. It is harder to get to, but I can start dragging this wherever I want to put it, and I can just drop it right back where it was. Put everything back in place. Now, if instead, I'll click undo, boop, I had grabbed all this data and decided that I actually want to click and drag it back over here, and maybe I placed it down here where there's already some information. When I let go, it's just going to overwrite that data. It's going to basically type into those cells as if there was nothing there. So that could be a little bit dangerous. I'm going to click undo again. I'm going to grab all this information and click and drag it back over here, drop it where it belongs. There we go. So there's sort of the manual drag, cut and paste option as well. Now, sometimes I've got a lot more data than what I can actually see here, and I want to move it around. But I just want to change, say, the order of it on screen. I can actually click a row number, and it will immediately select the entire row. Then you can see my mouse is now giving me that same little hand type icon. So I can click on that row a second time, and this time, as I drag up and down, I get that thick black line indicating where this is going to get dropped to. So I'll drop it right here between row 7 and 8, position 5 and 6. When I let go, it's now going to be row 7, but you can see it's inserted itself between positions 5 and 6. So you can take a row, or even if I click and drag first and select 3 rows at a time and let go of my mouse, now I can come over here, click, and actually drag all 3 of them up or down and drop them wherever I want. Similarly, I could do the same thing with an entire column by clicking, say, this column E, and then I click a second time and drag it over, drop it over there. Of course, I could grab a few of them and just drag them. And wherever I see that thick line, that's where this is going to drop, and I can let go. So that way, I'm able to take any of my data and start just manipulating and moving it around and putting it wherever I see fit. That's going to hopefully allow you to go ahead and make all of your stuff just lay out a little bit differently and allow you to move all of your stuff wherever you might want it to be on your spreadsheet.